In contrast with transitive verbs, an intransitive verb does not take an object. For example, she cried or he fainted. Cry and faint in this context are intransitive as there is no object receiving the action of the verb, but the meaning still completes. However, there may be other information after the verb telling us how, where, or when, like she cried very hard. So, how did she cry? Very hard. He fainted after lunch. So, when did he faint? After lunch. When it comes to intransitive verbs, there's one thing you should bear in mind is that they cannot be passive. The features of intransitive verbs also apply to intransitive phrasal verbs, for which the intransitive phrasal verb requires no object after it. For example, this car is terrible. It breaks down all the time. After the phrasal verb break down, there is no need to add an object, while the sentence still makes sense. That is a terrible car that stops working all the time. Many verbs are ambitransitive that can be both transitive and intransitive, depending on the situation. In some instances, such a verb may require an object, while in others, it does not require an object. For example, the bell rings and he rings the bell. In the first example, ring is intransitive because nothing follows this action verb, but the sentence still makes sense. However, in the second one, the verb ring must go with an object to make the meaning clear. He rings what? He rings the bell. Therefore, ring in this sentence will be a transitive verb. So, the distinction between transitive and intransitive verbs will depend on whether it is followed by objects or not. We hope that with this video, you guys can distinguish these types of verbs and avoid grammatical mistakes in both writing and speaking. Thank you for watching our video.